And HealthWorks this morning, a nationally renowned pediatrician and child development specialist who offers the happiest baby on the block and the happiest toddler on the block. Here with us this morning, the author, Dr. Harvey Karp. We're so glad you're with us this morning. What an honor to have you visiting Houston.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, let's start with those babies. I have heard parents call you a magician because you helped a colicky baby. The parents were getting more sleep. What in the world do parents do to make that happen?
Well, the weird thing about babies is when you understand that they're born 3 months too soon, it tells you what you need to do to calm even a colicky baby, which is to imitate the uterus. I mean, no one's going to keep the baby in for 3 more months. I'm not saying you should do that. But when you imitate in exactly the right way, the way the baby's life is in the uterus, with movement, with sound, with swaddling, you can flip a switch, which is called the calming reflex, and literally calm a crying baby in minutes or seconds.
We're looking at some video right now. So is this sort of how you suggest that you do it? You cradle very tightly and looks like whispering in the ear?
It's shushing, and it's actually louder than you think. In fact, we made a DVD to demonstrate it so parents can get the nuance of it. Because this is a reflex. It's like hitting your knee. If you're off a little bit, it doesn't work. So you have to be really specific with your technique.
And you have to keep these babies nice and tight and swaddled.
You do. And people think, oh, my God, I wouldn't like to be like that. But remember, in the uterus, babies have almost no movement because they're so tightly bundled.
Now let's talk about as these babies get older and become honorary toddlers. I have to admit that you have helped me a lot with my little pumpkin because we were having trouble with I would call it the terrible threes and all those temper tantrums. But I learned that if you make them realize that you get it, you get they're upset about that, that it helps. What are some of your tips?
Well, this is the weirdest thing. When kids are happy, we naturally reflect their happiness. You did it, you did it, good job. Very repetitive, kind of a weird way of talking. It's just staccato. When they're unhappy, we kind of turn into psychiatrists and we say, sweetheart, I know your ice cream fell, but we can get another one. Flat, without emotion. If you just start out by reflecting some of their feeling, you're mad, you want that ice cream. It sounds weird, but it usually works in seconds.
It takes a while to get used to it, I have to admit, because at first I felt childish doing it. But when I saw his response to me, and he would look at me like, who are you? How did you start getting me all of a sudden? It was just like something clicked with our communication, and some of the temper tantrums started stopping, which was great.
And you actually start this at 8 months of age with a child, and you can, before you get into temper tantrums, you can teach them to be more patient, more cooperative, and more respectful right from the get-go. So you don't have to wait for temper tantrums
which is really,
to start
good.
This stuff. So the DVDs are the main way people learn this, and then, of course, there are books that people can read as well.
Well, we hope you have a successful stay here in Houston. Yeah. He's going to be here for a conversation in the park with Dr. Harvey Karp.
At Children's Memorial.
It's tonight at 6. That's right, Children's Memorial Hermann Hospital. That's the Fondren Park Indoor Facility on the 10th floor. For more information, go to myfoxhouston.com and click Seen on TV. So great to talk to you, Dr. Karp. Thanks for helping parents.
Thank you very much, Melissa.